The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey, welcome everyone. This is Todd Walters, Platinum Coach, Craig Proctor Real Estate Coaching. You know that I've been the Platinum Coach since 2004 when we launched the Platinum program. And that's been crazy, man. It's been a fantastic, exciting experience for me personally on so many levels. There's big highlights in my real estate career. One of them was, actually being able to, quote, retire from selling real estate, being in the process of having to sell real estate when I was 39 years old. And, I owe that to Craig Proctor and his ability and willingness to share and give and coach me on this true millionaire agent system, which really is a franchise that's available to us. All we have to do is just grab it, pay for it, copy it, and implement it. But make no mistake about it, it doesn't work without the coaching. As with any really great business or franchise, it never does. You must have the guidance and coaching on it. So over this time, it's been amazing. And even now, as we're making history yet again this year with the number of millionaire real estate agents, that we've helped, grow their businesses to that point and become super successes. It's all humbling and fun to watch. All kinds of new things going on, technology advancements. We're nowhere close to being done. As a matter of fact, Craig and I feel like we're just getting started. I'm glad to be a part of it and a quasi partner in this thing, with you guys. And I want to remind you that I'm like you, like I'm a student. I was a buyer, a student of this millionaire agent system of Craig's, this quantum leap system, millionaire agent business franchise prototype. So I was just like you. I reached out to Craig and he put all his energy and efforts into helping me, establish a business like his. I'm greatly appreciative of it. So my perspective is a little different. I'm not Craig Proctor. I'm just like you guys. So that makes it unique, and I think uniquely qualified to help you in growing your real estate business. Okay, so I've got a really great program for you today, specifically on something that I believe will help you, and everybody watching today's webinar should be implementing if you don't already have it implemented already. If you do already have this system implemented, then that's okay. I want you to follow me and double check how you're doing things, because I will bet my Hummer sitting out here in the parking lot that you probably aren't doing it exactly as we have designed it to be. Okay? All right. So on your computer screen right now is the business at hand, and that is our live events. Okay, so let me just repeat this to you because this is worth repeating, and I do it on virtually every webinar, and it's important that you hear me and really understand why this is important. Okay, the commonalities of the most successful people that jump in here, become members and users of this great system. The commonalities are they show up. Okay, again, it doesn't work without the coaching. A lot of people have tried to, pay money and nibble around the edges, come and go at whims, and then turn around and complain why, something doesn't work quite so well or they can't figure it out. There's no shortage of coaching and training here, as you guys know, but you have to show up, you have to engage it. So the live events are mandatory for you to do this. And there's several of them going on at the platinum level. Okay. So a couple of times a year, we put on giant conferences. Okay. And coming up April 14th, 15th, and 16th in Anaheim, California, you can see it right there on your screen, is the Platinum Money Making Summit. Okay. It says it right there. See it right there? It says Platinum Conference, April 14th, 16th. That is the annual Platinum Money Making Summit. The Money Making Summit is exactly as the name implies. It's about you making more money without investing any more time in your business. We dedicate 3 days a year to that very thing at this money-making conference. Okay, members get up, show you what's working, what's not working from their perspective. It allows you to better handle copying and implementing these systems. Okay, drill down on specifics. I bring lots of guests in to better help you grow your real estate business, profits without going insane. So if you want, and you are desperately anxious to grow your real estate business well beyond its borders right now, this is a mandatory event to be at. Okay, it will be a historic event, the largest, most aggressive, amazing event we've ever put on. If you look at the agenda, you'll see the Happy Days theme. So we're going to have a great time in addition to learning and copying and implementing this great system that we all have available to us. Okay, lots of new technologies and advancements going on, so we need to be here for this so that we can absorb it and do a better job of copying and implementing what we got here. Okay, all right, so I wanted to get that in. This is important that I do and stress the importance. So get there, click, reserve your seat, download the agenda, and make that happen right away. Get your travel arrangements in. It'll be here before you know it, and you want to take advantage of the room block. Okay. All right. So let me erase my my drawings there. Hey, as part of our coaching, you get your one-on-one coach. You got me. You got Craig. You get these group webinars that we do. But check this out. The first Tuesday of every month. The first Tuesday of every month is typically a webinar with Craig Proctor and I, and we're drilling down on these 5 rainmaking activities that only you should be doing. It's the only thing you should be doing in delegating and working on delegating everything else. Only 5. So we work on that at the beginning of the month. The second Tuesday of every month is advanced lead conversion training, where I coach you and your team on advanced methods for doing a way better job of getting more of your prospects converted to face-to-face appointments and signed agreements. Advanced training on that, the second Tuesday of every month. The third Tuesday of every month of every year is me interviewing one of our members, how they're doing things, what's working and what's not working. Okay, and you get to watch, listen, ask questions, learn. It's fantastic. The fourth Tuesday of every month, which is today, this webinar, is about a system. Okay, I like to record a how-to webinar specifically on one of our systems. Could be a marketing system, could be an operational system, could be a recruiting system. Whatever it is, I do a webinar and I highlight it. I walk through it step by step by step, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. Okay, and I couldn't find a recorded webinar on the system that I'm going to show you today. So this is a first. I'm embarrassed to say about that. We talk about it at the live events. It's pretty easy to follow on the coaching site, but I think we need to be more specific about it because I'm getting mail from you, many of you, emails and examples and other things. And I don't know, you got some holes in your marketing boat here, and we're going to plug them today. Okay, we're going to plug these up. So I want you to grab a notepad and grab a pen. I'm going to go through this rather slowly. So try to keep up, pay attention. But again, I'm going to kind of move through it slowly. Okay, and I'm going to use the coaching site. I've got examples here on my computer, all kinds of stuff that I've prepared. And it's just me, and I'm going to walk you through it, okay? And I think you will be happy with the outcome today. But I'm going to challenge you to implement this immediately. Let me repeat. I'm going to challenge you to implement this marketing system immediately. It's something that everyone can do and should be doing. Okay? All right. So the subject of today's webinar, as a matter of fact, let me pull up the Platinum Millionaire Agent Maker Business Plan. This is the business plan I wrote for Platinum members. It's our handbook, our guidebook rather. Probably the only business plan you will ever need. The unfortunate side of it is if you're not a Platinum member, okay, the book will be a little tough for you to follow. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it's only about a 50-page business plan book, okay? But the problem is that in the book here, I'll just flip on the index page, and I've got the Word document version pulled up here, okay? Is that I reference throughout the manual throughout this business plan where the materials are and the how-to videos and webinars. Okay, so it's a business plan, but this book does not have in it the materials and the systems. Those are available to you online at your fingertips 24/7. Okay, all right. So today's topic is about your past clients, sphere, and adopted customers. So I'm going to scroll down, pardon me, while I roll down through this thing to page 38, I believe it is, at this moment in history anyway. Page numbers change over time. Matter of fact, let's go to, here we go. I think this is page 30 here, okay, on the book I'm looking at. Might be a little bit different for you, depending on when you're watching this live, whether you got an older version of the business plan or new version of it, or whether you're watching this webinar in a recording sometime in the future. Okay, and I'm of course doing it now live. But you need this guide. So before I get too deep into what we're going to talk about in terms of your past clients, your sphere of influence, and adopted customers, let me go back to the coaching site here. All right, and I'm going to go to the file library. And I love doing this during these webinars so that it helps everyone recognize that, yes, this is an ominous amount of materials, an ominous amount of webinars, an ominous amount of recording this and recorded that. I get it. That's because we've handed you what amounts to a $4 to $5 million gross income real estate business franchise. All right. So of course it's going to be ominous if you're not doing that. If you're doing that, it's not ominous because you've got a bunch of this stuff implemented. But if you are not doing it, then of course it's ominous. It's like walking in, to your McDonald's franchise you just bought, and there's no employees, there's no inventory, there's no nothing. It's your very first day, and you got to figure it out. Like, I get it. All right. So same thing. All right. So I'm in the file library. Click file library. Now down here on the right-hand side of this category, I'm going to scroll down there. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to grab me a pen. Well, before I do that, I better scroll down a little bit more. And there it is right there. You guys see that? Past client and sphere library. Sweet. Okay. Now let's scroll back up, and here's some materials in this library, new in-house and that sort of thing. I just want to draw your attention to the library that we're operating out of. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the Millionaire Agent Maker Guide, and this is in section 5. It's in section 5 under Platinum Lead Generation Systems. Okay, so I put it under there, and I'm going to scroll all the way down: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, and R. So I skipped over U, and we're right here at R. Okay, past client and sphere marketing. Everybody see that? Okay, so let's frame this for you. Okay, many real estate agents, in a traditional sense, get business from their sphere of influence and past clients if they have any. But there's no rhyme or reason to it. In other words, when I say, why are people coming back to you and doing business with you? And their response is, well, I do a really good job for them when I did them. And I'm like, well, but you did a good job for other people. And there's many of those people that are not coming back to you or referring you business. And so why is it that some people are doing it and other people aren't? And then they may say, well, I don't know. Okay, well, obviously that reveals lack of a marketing system. And other agents actually do have marketing systems. They call them marketing systems, rather, okay, that target past clients, sphere, or even adopted customers. And but there's no offers being made. It's like a stay in touch system. Don't do that. There's no such thing as, quote, staying in touch and expecting you get something from it. When you stay in touch with people, it must be deliberate. It must be beneficial. It must continue. Listen, it must continue the relationship. that you've already started with these people, and you must be leveraged. Everybody understand it? It must be leveraged, exploited, so that your business will benefit and others will as well. Okay, everybody get that? Okay, all right. So deliberate, and it must follow, listen, it must follow basic business principles and rules of marketing. So let's stop. We're going to continue the relationship that we've already started with this group of past clients, adopted customers, sphere of influence. That's a big database. So this is the entire bucket. Let me repeat, the entire bucket. So past clients, you know who that is. Adopted customers, I think you know who that is, but for the record, adopted customers is primarily when a buyer shows up at one of your listings and buys it, and you didn't, quote, necessarily represent that buyer. Maybe another agent brought them to you. Okay, no problem. You're going to grab that buyer's contact information, put it right in your database. You're going to tag them as an adopted customer, and you're going to market to them, effectively adopting them away or stealing them away, if you want to use that word, from wherever they came from. Okay? You like that? All right. And in your sphere of influence would be your friends and your family, business associates, vendors. Okay. This is a bucket that you want to expand and make really big. Okay. So we're going to talk about the marketing system to that group that everyone here should be doing that covers these things that I just mentioned to you. Ready? Expanding or continuing the relationship that you've already started. That's number one. Okay. Deliberately exploiting the opportunities for your business by making relevant offers that are beneficial and follow the whole rules of direct response marketing. Now, most agents out there in the industry, not you guys, okay, or at least hopefully not, but most real estate agents in the industry, like we said, are taught to stay in touch. Okay, but there's no real offers being made in their stay in touch. They don't even have a real purpose behind it. And they send information, okay, without making an offer. All right, so let's stop there and let's talk about the exchange. Okay, so, and you're going to hear this word throughout this year in history from me, and it's about an exchange. Let me give you an example. So pay real close attention. This is important, and the words I'm getting ready to tell you are an absolute game changer for your real estate business. So I want you to pay very close attention, okay? All right. An exchange. If I call the telephone number on your for sale sign, okay? I call the telephone number on your for sale sign, and you make a conscious decision to have that phone number directly connect to an inside sales agent in your business. So your inside sales agent answers the phone directly from your sign calls. Okay? That is not a system that is set up to succeed. Okay? Here's what you're doing. You have essentially decided that your inside sales agent is in charge of your entire business, and they make the decisions on who to get and who not to get. You have abdicated responsibility of lead conversion to, and even lead generation, because you really don't have a lead until you have their contact info, right? To your inside sales agent. That's not a system. Let me repeat, that's not a system. The call, okay, here's why. Listen, here's why. Because when your inside sales agent answers the phone, they're effectively going to be rendered useless at being able to get from the prospect calling your number, getting them directly. The inside sales agent is going to have to give up the information on what the buyer wants over the telephone and effectively not be able to get their contact info. Okay? Buyer calls up, This is Todd. I'm over here in front of this house at 1065 Gunner Court. We might want to see it, but I want to get the price on it first. What's the price? And the inside sales agent says, well, the price is $299,000. And the buyer says, oh my goodness, whoa, that's way more money than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, that's a little bit out of our price range. I really appreciate it, and thanks. I didn't mean to waste your time on it. Thank you. I'll see you. And your inside sales, and it's over. Craig Proctor and I are essentially batting 1,000 at calling your offices, okay? Calling your offices and engaging in that kind of method of doing business where you do not have the exchange set up. So let's look at your website, okay? And again, you're just still looking at my screen. I haven't moved it or anything. I'm just monologuing here to get your brain set up for this. All right, listen real quick. If you go to your website, here's an easier way to do it. Let's suppose you're running the ad, 11 costly home inspection traps to be aware of, weeks before listing your home for sale. You're running the ad, okay? And the ad says, hey, go to my website to get the free report. Okay, so I go to your website, but when I get to your website, you're giving me the report. I don't have to fill out a form or anything. I just get the report. There's a form there for me to give you my information, but why would I if I already have the report? So all of our systems, let me repeat, 100% of our marketing systems that we have in this millionaire agent system that we've given you, or that you're paying for, you're buying and you're a part of. 100% of the systems operate on that whole premise or that business principle of an exchange. So your sign calls are no different. If somebody calls you on your sign, your administrative person at the front desk answers it. Hey, this is thank you for calling Todd Walters Real Estate. This is Bill. Can I help you? Hey, Bill. Yeah, I was calling about the house over here at 1065 Gunner Court. I wanted to kind of get the price on that. Bill says, okay, let me get your name and your telephone number, and I'll have our agent give you a call back with all that information. Okay, well, yeah, Bill, I just want to get the price on it. Can you just give me the price? Well, the agent actually has all that information, including the up-to-date price, and they're well equipped to give you that info. Is it okay if they do that? That's how this works, man. That's how this works. So every marketing system works that way, including past client, Sphere, adopted customer marketing systems. You guys clear with that? There must be an exchange. Let's go back and look at one more example, and then we're going to dive right into this marketing system, okay? Open houses, tour of homes, okay? So think about that. Somebody walks into your open house. What do? Well, as soon as they walk in the door, you're standing there and you give them a card. They have to fill out the card and give it back to you. That has all their contact information on it, okay? And then you hand them a property information packet and welcome into the home. Now, we have a complete marketing system on that, okay? That's a different webinar or marketing system for a different day, but I'm just giving you the whole idea is no matter what you do when it comes to getting business, there must be an exchange, a swap, their information for what it is they want from you. Okay, you got it. Good job. Okay, so I've done a pretty good job of that, getting that set up for you, right? All right. So let's get right into past client, Sphere, and we might as well change this. Past client, Sphere, and adopted customers. Okay, and we're going to call this the in-house quarterly newsletter. Matter of fact, I'll just save that right there, and I just updated the business plan. So everybody knows past client, Sphere, adopted customer. So let's go back to the database. I see it right here mentioned. The database, the CRM, for Platinum members mentioned down here. So check this out. In your CRM, you're tagging people as past clients, as adopted customers, as Sphere, whatever you want to tag them. They've got a tag, and it's got to be a tag that when applied, or a definition, or whatever it is, a label, that when applied, you can easily sift and sort and filter out everyone just to get that group so that they get your quarterly in-house newsletter from you. So that's what this is all about. This is about this group of people that we're going to specifically market to on a quarterly basis, okay? Now, why quarterly? Why not monthly? I'm not saying that you don't market to your database more frequently. That's not what this is about. There's no such thing as you only do this or you only do that, okay? Your marketing system consists of many pillars. You've heard Craig and I say that what we've discovered is that on average, you need 7 measurable marketing systems, okay? 7 marketing systems that you can measure to effectively make 7-figure incomes selling real estate. That's the average. Some a little bit more, some a little bit less. That's the average, okay? So in-house, that's what we call it. In-house is one of those, okay? Matter of fact, let me put a little quotation mark around in-house here. Comes a train. In case you're new to these webinars, I have a fantastic real estate office. Beautiful 2-story white historic house in downtown Beaufort, Georgia. And I love it. It's amazing, and I'm grateful to be in it. The railroad tracks still run right through the middle of historic Beaufort here, 2 or 3, 4 times a day. Doesn't bother me, but we have some fun with it on the webinars, because I can be here all day and not hear a train, and as soon as I'm doing a webinar to help you guys with something, the train comes through. So it's kind of funny, in such a sense. Freight trains, passenger trains, it's quite cool. And if you're ever in town, look me up, give me a call. My door's open, and unless I'm tied up with something, but I'd love to see any of you. Okay. Excuse me. All right, let's take a look here at this specifically. You guys ready? All right. I told you I was going to go slow and have some fun with this today. Excuse me. Yes, I am recovering from a cold. I got my water here, but I'm ready to hunker down and have some fun with you. Okay? All right. Past clients, Sphere, and adopted customers. So let's clear that up right there. So we know what past clients are. We talked about who Sphere and influence people are. Family, friends, business acquaintances, associates, people you do business with, and adopted customers, and I explained who that was. You got the whole list. Now, what are we going to send them? Okay. All right, we're going to send them a monthly newsletter. It's called In-House. We're going to send it quarterly. Okay, and it's designed to be sent quarterly. Now, here's the cool thing. Every quarter, I write it and I send it to you. I send you the same exact thing I'm sorry about that, guys. Having some technical difficulties. Hang on. Okay, having a couple technical difficulties here. Hopefully, I can get through this without any more disruptions. My word program just kind of started wigging out on me, so I think I'm okay. I don't think I need it here, but if I do, I'm in trouble. So let's keep going. All right, so let's take a look at the newsletter. I told you the good news is I send it to you every quarter. We've got our own category here in the file library on this thing called the Platinum Past Client and Sphere Library. So everybody sees that, okay? And I send it to you every quarter. Okay, now let's start. We've already talked about who this goes to, okay? I've already told you why it's sent to them, okay? And the rules of engagement. Everybody got that, right? Do I need to repeat it? Continue the relationship that you've already begun to build with these people. while at the same time exploiting the relationship, okay, in a good way. And of course, following the rules of engagement of making offers and the whole rules of exchange of getting their information for what it is they want from you. Okay, so we're good. All right. Now, and I want to repeat one more time before I show you the materials and why you need to copy it, is that this is one of many marketing systems. I'm not telling you can't communicate and try to get business from past client, sphere, other people more often. This is one marketing system that we have of many called in-house. It's a newsletter that's sent quarterly. Okay, everybody should be doing this. All right, good. So we're good. All right, now let's start with the outside, the envelope. Okay, I've got an image here. I'm going to show up on my screen. Let me see if it shows up there. Yep, good. Okay, this is a branded envelope. It's a 6x9 size, roughly, branded envelope. Okay, and I think that you have, yes, you want to send branded envelopes in mail to all of your clients. Okay. Past clients, anybody that you've got relationships with that you know, looking for all your good stuff. Okay, what's up, guys? And you can see it. Now, what changes on these branded envelopes is this message on the front. So let me draw a little circle around that right now. Okay, everybody see that? Following along? Yep, I think so. This message right here. This message here, updated list of buyers for your home. Okay, well, guess what? I would probably send that message to expired listings and FSBOs, okay, prospects, okay. I wouldn't send that message in this envelope to my past clients over the in-house. I would change the message. Okay, you ready? This is what it would say. Hey, your quarterly in-house newsletter inside. Your quarterly in-house newsletter from Todd inside. Everybody get that? Your quarterly in-house newsletter from Todd Walters inside. Of course, you may not want to say Todd Walters. You might want to have your name there. So that's it. So that's how it changes. Branded envelope, front and back. Okay, and simple. Got your return label up here. You can use a pill and stick. Back of your envelopes, you can. This could be a pill and stick, big sticker too. Basically, it's your business card. Okay. And of course, change the message on the front of your envelope. Everybody get with that? Okay, yeah, change the message depending on who you're targeting. All right, so we're good there. All right, so I'm going to repeat one more time. This, let me get a different pen. This will change. Your quarterly in-house newsletter from, in this case, this is Jazz, inside. All right, good, we're good. Okay, now, let's open the envelope. Everybody ready? Okay, so I'm going to erase my drawings. I'm going to go back to my clicker mode. And we're going to look inside. Okay, so let's check out the newsletter. All right, where do we go? Here we go. Here's the newsletter. Okay, it's 4 pages. I write it and I send it to you every month and I post it on the coaching site for you to download. Okay, this is at this moment in history, when I'm doing this webinar for you, this is the winter issue, okay? And I want to talk to you about, again, continuing the relationship that I've already built and the other things that are important in this envelope. I'm going to walk you through it, and I'm going to recommend that you stick to this template. Stick to this template, okay? And the rules of engagement. All righty, good. Now remember who's getting this. This is people that we already have in our database. Already got their contact info. There we got relationship. We're extending a relationship. All right. So the way that I write this is I write it with you in mind. I write it with the people on my team in mind, and their guys. I write it with, with all those things in mind. So what I like to do to be more general is I will leverage a book that I'm reading, okay, or a book that I've read in the past that I think is interesting, provocative, informative, entertaining, and I will leverage the book to write the front page article. I will leverage the book to write the front page article. Okay? All right, so now before we get into the content, let's look at the template itself. It's 4 pages. Page one, page 2, page 3, page 4. 4 pages. Okay? Now, obviously, as with all of your marketing, you're going to have a header, okay, in this thing. The title of this thing, in-house, okay? And of course, your brand, which is your unique selling proposition in the header. Everybody see that? Your picture, your brand, your phone number, your website, those things right there, okay? And of course, what we're looking at here, in-house, winter issue. All right, like that. That's pretty standard template on these newsletters. It's 4 pages. Okay, so I'm going to repeat myself often here over the next 15 minutes as I walk you through this. It's 4 pages, but there are no staples. So it's printed on an 11 by 17 sheet of paper, folded in half. So I get 4 8.5 by 11 pages, front and back, on one piece of paper. Everybody get that? Printed on 11 by 17 sheet of paper. There are no staples. Printed front and back, so I get 4 8.5 by 11 pieces. All righty. Okay, now let's talk about the content. Again, I write it for you. You can go with my content, copy and paste it, modify as you need, or you can create your own. Okay, but the first page, page and a half, typically has to do with, again, some book that I've read that I think will enlighten people, continue the relationship that I've already started with them, be a little provocative so that it gets attention and gets read. Okay, so here it is right here. Choosing to Cheat is the one that I did for this winter. It's a book written by Andy Stanley, and it's a very good book. It's a very small book that I would recommend you buy it. I like the book. It's good. And I leverage Andy's book here to talk about the difficult decisions that we make on a daily basis in our relationships. Like, for example, when I'm writing this newsletter, I'm cheating somebody. So even though I'm reaching out to my past clients, you, customers, I'm not spending the time with my family, my kids right now. They're doing something, and I'm writing to you. In the reverse, if I'm spending time with my kids at a ball game, tennis match, or whatever they may be involved in, I'm not with one of my clients or past clients at that moment in time, personally. Right? So obviously, with the choices that you make, somebody's getting cheated. So how does this impact our daily lives? And what really should we be investing in? And it gets back to, we invest in relationships. However we can go about investing in relationships, it will improve everybody's experience in life and have profound influence on others. So that's the content that I write about in this issue. On page 1, and let's go to page 2. Okay, just continues. All right, that's it. All right, so that's the main article. Again, that's designed to be part of continuing the relationship. Okay, now let's stop there and let's talk about market updates. I'm not a fan on market updates. I don't like telling people what's going on in the real estate market. But what I like to do is I like to make an offer to them that if they want to know what's going on in the real estate market, ask. Okay, so the next section in the in-house quarterly newsletter is that. Okay, here it is. Okay, here's the offer. Ask. Incidentally, I'm not real big on that value thing there, but ask. Okay, so here it is. Find out what homes in your neighborhood are selling for. This is a great offer to make in your quarterly newsletters to past clients versus maybe giving them all of the market information. Now, you could give them some market info. Hey, the highest price home in the area was $3,450,000, and the lowest selling price home in the area over the last quarter was, $380,000 or whatever. Okay, if you'd like to know, or to know what all the homes in your marketplace are selling for, let us know. Here's how you get that information. So again, an offer, an exchange necessary for them to get what it is that they want, and that tells me, okay, who may be interested in making a move based on them requesting this information. Okay, so that's the second part of the newsletter, and that's consistent. This offer is repeated every quarter. Everybody good? All right. Let's go to the next page and discuss why it's important. All right, let me normal drawing mode here. Get to the next page. Here we go. The real estate investor corner. Let's talk about this page. Okay, I have some really good ideas for you. Remember, listen. Remember, there are 3 ways for you to grow your real estate business. Primarily, just 3. Increase the number of transactions. Number 1. Number 2, increase the amount of money that you make per transaction. And number 3, increase the number of times people come back and buy from you. So number 3, increasing the number of times people come back and do business with us is primarily the driving force of why we're even talking about this marketing system today. Okay, right? Now let's think about that. The average past client or adopted customer, they buy a home every 7.5 years. So it makes no sense. Let me repeat. It makes no sense for you guys to market to your past clients and adopted customers, and your market is solely focused on them coming back and buying another house from you that they want to live in, call their primary residence. That is a complete and utter waste of your money and time and energy. Did you guys get that? People buy on average every 7.5 years. How many times you got to market to somebody? In that meantime, you can generate hundreds, thousands, and thousands of new prospects. Okay? So if that's the only reason to go after past clients and adopted customers, big mistake. But it is worth going at them to get referrals and to get them to buy investment property. Okay? And then when they get ready to make a move themselves into a primary resident, they will refer themselves to you. And who better to refer others to than somebody like you who knows a thing or two about helping people create wealth by investing in real estate. So that's why this 3rd page is so important. It should be all about you helping people buy investment property. So I've given you several examples. You can just put really good investment buys up here. You can advertise your real estate investor seminar. If you don't do a real estate investor seminar, you're not there yet, no problem. Just add another couple of really good buys for real estate investors. Or expand the free offer, okay, of getting a list of homes perfect for real estate investors and have them contact you. But that's what this page is totally dedicated to, so you'll customize it and modify it. You can see I've given you some examples. Killer investment properties, why, what you need to do now if you're interested in buying investment property and know other people that are. Okay? That's how we do this, man. So as much turnkey, special financing, real estate investment opportunity language as you can put in here, the better. Everybody good with that? Okay, advertise your investment seminar. This is not a great real estate investment seminar ad down here. It's just a template. There's no call to action and that sort of thing that should be there. Okay, but I think you get it. I may see if we can bump that one up a little bit. But anyway, so that's page 3. All about investment opportunities. Positioning. Listen, this is really good. You'll like this. At some point in your real estate career, people will do business with you more for who you are versus what you do. And here's why. The more people you touch and influence, the more likely they are to do business with you based on who you are. Who you are, okay? So again, positioning in this 3rd page right here is fabulous at positioning you as the expert, the authority on real estate matters in your marketplace to the people that you can influence the most, past clients, adopted customers in your sphere. Okay, so load this page up with investment opportunities. Talk about your own personal investor experience. Hey, look at this deal I found. I bought it for this. I sold it for that. I bought it for that. Fixed it up, sold it for that. I bought it for that. And I'm renting it for this. Whatever your real estate investor scheme might be personally, if you have one. And if it's not you, others. Okay, investor testimonials are good here with opportunities at turnkey investments. Good. All right, let's go to page 4. And just so you'll know, Cuatro means 4 in Spanish. All right. So let's take page 4. It's obvious. The referral offer. Of course you're going to make your referral offer to everyone in your database that's getting this newsletter. This is a massive undertaking. It's hundreds, thousands of people I'm mailing to, okay? And yes, we would mail. This mailing would cost us a lot of money, but it was massive ROI, okay, because of these business principles and what all this newsletter did. We're not even done yet. So your referral offer is a big freaking deal here, okay? So you make your referral offer, okay? And most of you watching this webinar are very familiar with the Platinum Referral Marketing System. So if you don't have a worthy cause, okay, that you're involved in with your referral offers, let me refer you back to the coaching site, okay? And let's go to Platinum, check it out, Referral Systems Library. See, I'm clicking on that right there. Okay, that's going to highlight and blow up there. There it is, Platinum Referral Systems Library, and you can download ID. Where's it at? Let me give you the right ID number here. I'm drawing a blank. Oh, here it is. I got it down here. I guess I uploaded it recently. Changed it around. ID 1007 at this moment in history. Sample worthy calls referral offers. Sample worthy calls referral offers. Okay, so you can look for that. If you're looking at this webinar a decade into the future, then that may change. That label and ID number may very well change, obviously. Okay, but anyway, so you can download that, and that gets back to your referral. So referral marketing really is best done leveraging a worthy cause. In the Platinum program, we do that. That's part of the referral marketing system. So we're just taking a piece of that and putting it into our newsletter that we send quarterly to past clients, adopted customers, and Sphere. Okay. So yes, Vic, you're correct, sir. Some of your people in your database will get your monthly referral marketing newsletter and your quarterly in-house in the same month. So yes, you're correct. That's okay. That's okay. There's no rules of saying, oh, that's too much. Do I do either or? No. We talked about that early in the webinar. Okay, got that, Vic? All right, good. All right, the bottom of this page 4, pretty simple. These are just people you do business with. Ads, sell some ad space. You don't have to, okay? But we get some of these guys to buy ad space in here, promote friends of ours, people we do business work with, okay? Things like that, okay? All right, so that's the 4-page newsletter. We talked about envelope. We talked about the 4-page newsletter. Now let's go one step further, and let's talk about the insert. So inside the newsletter, we can do various things. Let me give you some examples. Okay, let me blow this one down here. Here's one from Warren. Okay, so inside Warren's quarterly in-house newsletter that I just got in the winter version, he put an insert about his radio show. All right, so he threw in this little PR press release about his radio show. Great job, Warren. I like that. I love it. It's good. Okay, let's look at another example. Let's see here. Oh, here's one. Client appreciation event. See if I can get that on one page here. Ruh-roh. Got a problem here. I must have too many windows open here, man. I've had to stop and pause and all kinds of stuff here to try to keep my computer moving, but I'm hoping we're in good shape here. It looks like we are. But anyway, check it out. This is a good insert. This is a ticket from the Reynolds team to their past clients here on a client appreciation event. Invite you to join us for the Washington Capitals and Montreal Canadiens. So I guess that would be a hockey game. And Craig makes fun of me because I don't know too much about hockey, even though I'm a huge sports fan. And it's just not something we grew up with down here in Metro Atlanta. We had the Atlanta Flames at one time, but, they moved away. Where are they at? Calgary? So anyway, so that's a good insert. Let's look at another example. Where are we at here? Here we go. Ooh, this is good. your referral. So a little, as a matter of fact, this is actually on the back of what I just showed you. So on the back of that ticket, Sarah and them actually have this plug for their worthy calls. Okay, so I'm okay with that. And the insert or details about your worthy calls, that's slick. Fisher House Foundation, what a fantastic organization to be associated with. Fisher House, the tremendous work that they do. If you're looking for a charity or a worthy cause to get involved in, and that's where you are in this point in your career, I would highly recommend you look at Fisher House. Tremendous work that they do, especially if you're a United States citizen. So, but anyway, just plug that. All right, let's look at another example. I think I've got another one here. Hang on. Oh, this is good. This is good. This is my favorite. This is my favorite one. All right, a personal letter. Let me see if I can shrink this down here. Love personal letters. Remember who's getting this. Your past clients, your sphere of influence, adopted customers. Boy, they read this, they like it. It's a great insert in addition to your newsletter. So if you got a newsletter going out in January, you can see what Sarah did with hers. She wrote a personal letter, threw a couple of pictures in there with her hubby and their 2 children. So great letter just to say, hey, Happy New Year. Ours was good. Hope yours is too. And that kind of thing. So great job there, Sarah. Now let me take you back to the coaching site here and show you what I've done. I'm going to go to the Platinum Past Client and Sphere Library. Click. And I've put examples of these inserts right here. Example number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. You can see them. So the examples that I just showed you, they're right there. In-house insert example 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, good. You like that? Okay, so we've really done this. Now, you make sure, look, I can't tell you how much mail I get from you guys. It doesn't even have your business card in it. So I'm going to show you a bonus. This is the bonus, and we'll wrap this up. Okay? Go to let me see if I can do that here, if it actually works. I'll pause my screen so you guys can't see what I'm typing in because it's a secret. All right, there it is. Go to www.optimusprintorder.com. Optimus is a real estate company that I own and here in Metro Atlanta, and it's the brokerage that houses, my, basically real estate sales teams that I'm a silent partner in with several people here in Metro Atlanta. And I want you to check it out, optimusprintorder.com. All right, now, business cards. So you can see where I got printing. Under printing, I got business card templates horizontal, business card template vertical. I'm going to click on business card templates horizontal. So most of you guys right now are saying, what was that? optimusprintorder.com. You're welcome to call this company and order business cards and everything. I've told them just to cut the pricing down. There's no rebates going back to anyone, just to pass on the savings to you guys. But if I go to business card template horizontal, you'll see the business cards here. There they are. There's the front. There's the back of the seller card, back of a buyer card, back of a referral card, back of a recruiting card. Hard to mess that up. The front's always the same. The back of the referral card right down here in the lower left-hand corner has the referral offer, on it. That's the card I would put in here. These are past clients, sphere of influence, adopted customers. I would go with the referral card in the envelope, okay? All right, so as a matter of fact, in the referral offer on the newsletter, if we go back there and look at the newsletter, we actually tell people that. I think I still got that up there. Let me, yep, I'll pull that back up there so you guys can see that. It's on the coaching site. Let me grab it. So anyway, awesome. There you go. I don't think I've ever mentioned that website to you guys before, but at this moment in history, it's there, and you can do that. So here's what you need to do. Go to the coaching site, and you can see right here, that we put in PDF and we put in a publisher, PDF and a publisher file. So I'm going to open up the PDF. The reason we do a publisher file is just as a courtesy so that you can easily modify this newsletter, okay? But you need publisher program to do it, okay? So, but yes, on the referral here, you can see it says, pass along our business cards, okay? Pass along our business cards. I've enclosed a couple for here to do that. You can see that right there. I'm not going to blow that up much bigger, but anyway. So there you go, my friends. Let's just recap our summary here and make sure we got this right. How-to webinar, past clients, sphere, adopting customers, marketing system, quarterly in-house newsletter that I got from Craig Proctor way back in the 90s when I first started getting this from him. You may even find some examples of his newsletter online with his, kid-looking picture that he has there in it. Very powerful way to stay in touch with your group there. This goes out to everyone in your database, and ours was huge. We had 15,000 people in that thing, and it was so big we couldn't send it to everyone, and so we kind of scaled it down. But we would spend about $5,000 to $10,000 a quarter on this mailing right here. It was good for a lot of listings and a lot of business every quarter. Okay, so I'm just going to summarize it. Okay, you guys ready? So we know who to send it to. We got the envelope, branded envelope. We've got this 4-page newsletter, and we've got an insert, and we've got our business card. Okay, so that's it every quarter. And to be liberal with this thing. The newsletter, I write it for you every quarter, post it on the coaching site, let you know about it. You can copy it, or you can modify it as necessary. So I took the template here, this template today, and I'll walk through it on why all 4 pages are necessary and what this thing's supposed to do for you. So that's it, man. This is the franchise prototype. This is the control on this thing. I went through all the rules of engagement. You'd be wise just to copy it, modify it as needed. Okay, and you'll definitely do pretty well here. All right, so with that, I'm going to take all of your questions that you guys have asked today. I want to encourage you to go ahead and wrap those questions up. There's a bunch of them, but we're out of time. So I'm going to take them all, and I'm going to answer them all, and I'm going to copy and paste them and send them out to everyone. Okay, as a matter of fact, I've done that in a couple of your most recent packages. I know that you guys are enjoying that, but you get every month. Okay. All right. So with that, it's going to wrap it up today. Let's go sell some houses.